I sleep with men for money. I used to work in a spicy establishment and see up to 16 men a night. It's completely legal where I am, and in Queensland, Australia, when you are a spicy worker, you work for yourself, even in establishments. You're called a contractor. The idea is that the establishment does not employ you or pay you at all. You just work from their premises. And either you or the client books the room, and then the client pays you separately. So there should be no money coming from the establishment to you. You're not their employee. You're running your own business. You're just kind of renting their room. Unfortunately, though, most establishments will treat you like an employee. They will tell you what shifts you have to work, when you have to work, what clients you have to see, what you can charge, what you have to wear, all of which they're not allowed to do because you're running your own business. You should be able to pick what shifts you want to do, assuming they have space available. Of course, they don't have to give you a shift just because you want it. And you should be able to represent yourself however you want because you work for yourself. It's your business. But they don't treat you that way. It's called sham contracting, and it's very much illegal. So as a contractor, you only get paid when you can find a client because it's the client that pays you, not the establishment. It is very, very common to do a 16-hour shift and not get a single client, and so you don't get paid. Sometimes you may actually owe the establishment money. A few of them do actually charge workers a fee to work a shift, even if they never end up using any of the rooms. There are some establishments who will only charge this if you actually end up getting a client. Sometimes it's only like $20, but there are some that are really expensive. And they don't give you anything for this. There was one place in Sydney which charged you $20 only if you got a client that day, but they would actually provide you with lunch. Like they had a fully stocked kitchen and you could make like sandwiches, you could make like noodles, they had veggies, they had meats, like everything in there. Like you could cook yourself food. And you could of course use their showers. They had a beautiful dressing room with like straighteners and hair curlers. They had costumes. And in that case, I was like, well, yeah, that's fair enough. Like $20, well, I'm basically getting my lunch. And I still get lunch, even if like I don't work that day, I don't have to pay and I still get lunch. So I was like, okay with that, but everywhere else, I was like, really? I really think that in the next, 5 to 10 years, this is going to be a big legal thing between establishments and spicy workers here in Queensland because so many workers have been exploited and being treated like employees, but they're not being paid a basic rate. They're not getting sick pay. They're not having any of their taxes paid. They're not getting superannuation. We just need 1 or 2 workers who work in these establishments to basically be willing to fight the system and take them to court. But that is very expensive and it means your face would be all over the papers, which most workers want to be discreet. So unfortunately, a lot of these establishments get away with it.